Hey guys, TGIF. Anyway, I made this stupid ass error. Remember, when you're detaching from a trailer, make sure to detach the lines too. Now, this actually fell on the ground and it cracked. So what I found over at Love's, and you remember the electric cord? It's the same brand of what this is, Amarillo, is that it's a private brand owned by Love's. See, so it's gray market, or I don't know what you would call that, gray. I don't know, there's a certain name for it, like Great Value or whatever Target has. But it's instead of generic, what it is that it's a private company owned by the store it's sold out of. So Apollo, not 13. Yeah, see, because Love's is already based out of there. It's like the Dollar General. They're not going to have their own store brand on it because I think generics have gone the way of just privatization and it's just, you know, owned by the store itself. All right, I'm repeating myself. But anywho, I thought I'd try this. It's $10 cheaper than this. It's still going to be the 8 screws in there, and I think it's hex, not the minus or the whatever you call it. No hose, no shave, no shader. What? Yeah, well, it shattered all right. So I'm going to compare how it is. This is like 20. This was like 28, so it's like $10. Well, with the sales tax and all that shit. So I'm going to try this. So this is the before picture. I just see it right here. See, it's the same brand. Just go back to my electric cord video. That was on 420. I remember that day. It was on 420. Magical day that day. This is interesting, just feeling it out, and it does feel a bit wakey. I don't know how else to describe it. It's wakey. It's not as plasticky as the brand that I showed you that I broke on accident. So we'll see how this lasts through winter. It's basically the same thing. It's all bootleg. Yeah, I know it's a little shaped at the tip there, but that's okay. I'm willing to look the other way. So I'll show you the end as soon as I attach it. That's it right there. I mean, it's basically a bootleg-ass product without the label. See there? So I went ahead. One of the drawbacks is that this top part, the bottom part snaps on. That's fine. But the way that I should have showed you before snapping it back on, it doesn't go entirely all the way, so there will be a bit of a gape. So one of the things is that I'm going to have to fight to see of which part will get more screw than the other. I know that's unsuggested, but it doesn't go in all the way like that. I mean, ideally, you'd like for it to snap. But this one, just like the problem I had before, so I'm going to have to kind of improvise here a little bit. Okay, I couldn't do this with either hand, but I did screw up the top. I don't want to go too tight. I mean, obviously, it's in already as it is, half of the 2 pair. It's just 4 total, so you just put it in. We'll see how this fares throughout winter. You know, don't want to have it too tight, but, you know, just go back and forth. There's a little bit of gap in there, but I guess you could tighten it up a little bit. Not too much, but this is the service brake line. Okay, so I'm running into the same issue here. It's just a tip, and so fitting it in, I don't know how else to describe it. It's like rivets or these little groove things going into it. So the best way, in order for me to cover the bottom, because there's springs on the bottom there, is that I got to go back and forth between here. See that gape? I got to make sure that gape is very even, so I have to kind of take turns and alternate. See, there's going to be some gaps, so there's going to be some ice and water and rain that's going to flow through there. That I doubt that will tighten up. Kind of bad news. But anyway, that's just one of the ways of going about screwing this. And have it about as close to, you know, when you grip it or whatever. It's the same way that it is with the service brake line.